fashion, music, wellness.
And don't forget sex.
Mostly sex.
If it's trending, they'll be talking about it. Trend Radio is right here.
And right now, I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we always have something great to say.
Because it's us. So stay tuned.
You'll be glad you did. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning.
Elise, you know, we have survived this last election back in November. Things are going.
And we also survived the freezing cold winter too.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I came across a story about this last election that we had.
Really?
And this store was giving away free sex toys during the last election day.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's crazy. Well,
why were they giving away sex toys for election? I don't get it.
All right. Election day is stressful. It's a stressful time for many people.
This particular election was extremely stressful.
Yes, and especially stressful, like you said, this last year. But one store was hoping to change all that by giving away free sex toys on Election Day.
That's interesting.
It's called
where was this store?
New York City, of course.
Okay.
It's the store is called Babeland.
Okay.
And it's the city's most sex positive adult store, and they were giving away 2 of their most popular items to the first 100 customers that mentioned the word vote.
Are they going to do it again?
Well,
for something else?
I don't know. We'll keep an eye on them.
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
I'm just curious there.
What happened was when customers came in,
they had to just say.
They had to have the word vote or mention the word vote.
They just had to say vote.
That's right. And the customers had a choice between the Babeland Silver Bullet or the Babeland Anal Beads.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Now, both sex toys, according to Babeland, are guaranteed to spice up your sex life.
Wow.
You know, but even more than that, these products help to show that we're a lot more united than we think.
Why is that?
Well, Babeland made an event page called Come Together.
Wasn't sure.
Get your mind out of the gutter there, young lady.
Okay.
Okay, so this page discussed why they chose to include these 2 products in the giveaway. So I don't know if that page is still up. We're going to have to look for it. But
oh yeah, I'm definitely going to look for it.
Surprisingly, a survey by the company found that Democrats preferred masturbating using sex toys, while Republicans preferred using anal products.
Ay.
Mm-hmm.
What about independents?
Nothing?
I guess
they were neutral.
They got nothing?
They got nothing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So no matter what party you identify with here, you know, there's a toy for you.
Yeah, just remember, we are not a political show.
No, this is all
this a little bit sexual. Yeah. Wow,
so,
that's funny.
And you know, with sex, that brings on a multitude of positives to those who engage in it regularly. You found that a lowered stress level, more regulated moods, and overall increased happiness for those that engaged in sex a little more often.
Wow. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Let freedom ring.
Absolutely.
So, you know, even if you weren't able to make it to the Babeland New York City locations, you know, you could have still joined in on the fun by selecting either blue or red for your online purchases.
And they would have sent you the free toy?
Yes, they would have.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
So I thought that was...
you know what? Everybody who's interested, just go to Babeland.com anyway and check out their stuff.
That's right. We have...
That's just fun.
We have a few ladies that are involved in the sex industry,
yes.
sex products.
I have a couple of clients.
And
They always are so funny. One of them in particular brings in little things for me, little funny things, and it's just very cute.
Yeah, she doesn't bring in anything for me, though.
Yeah, she doesn't like you as much as me.
And nobody likes me as much as they like you.
Yeah, whatever.
So, another new study, it pinpoints which part of a woman's body men thinks is the sexiest.
Ooh.
This is really, really
I
good.
I wonder if it's really true.
Well, I think so. Now, we'll see. Different people notice different features in potential partners. Maybe you're drawn to dark eyes, or you have a thing for shapely biceps like mine. There are common patterns in what people like to see in possible mates.
It's very interesting that you say that, because you're right. People are drawn to certain things, and that's the reason why you'll see a guy and you'll see him with his current wife, and his ex-wife has a very similar look, because people are drawn to similarities. There's something about, what you're drawn to. Again, it could also be, they can be completely different, and just the person could just be drawn to something.
Whatever. That's right.
There's something about that person that gets them. Some could have, be drawn to, that big bottom, with the big legs, and you tend to like the same type of body shape, though, or the same type of person. There are similarities between people that you tend to be with.
That's true. And there's a fitness equipment review site. It's called FitRated.com. And what they did is they did a survey of over 2,000 U.S. respondents on their favorite body types and body parts among members of their preferred gender.
I'll bet you I know what happened.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Now, they can choose body type categories. This is just like Match.com. Average, muscular, curvy, thin. Those are the different body types. And
I bet you I know most men went with curvy.
Actually, 42% of straight women in the survey reported that they liked men with average bodies best.
Yes.
The dad bod.
I could see that most women would want the average guy's body.
That's right. And that's because some of the women feel that if they're going to have that kind of guy, it's too much pressure on them to maintain the same type of muscular body.
And another thing, it's too much pressure on them when they're walking down the street and their guy is getting looked at. That's too uncomfortable for them.
Or she has to fight him for the mirror?
I don't know if
that happens a lot.
I don't know if that's so much the issue as she doesn't want him to get all of that attention.
Ah, I see. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because that's hard to handle. When your guy gets a lot of attention, you want them to get a little attention because it's good for their ego. It's good for them to feel good about themselves. But sometimes enough is enough. And it becomes too much, especially if he's responsive to that.
Right.
Then it just becomes uncomfortable.
That would be me.
Yes.
Yeah. So 36% of straight women, they preferred a muscular guy.
Wow.
Now, straight men.
Mm-hmm.
The most often professed their appreciation for curvy women.
I told you.
48% said they love a curvy woman. 48%.
Yeah.
And only 24% of straight men preferred an average size woman. 22% liked a thin woman. But only 3% said that they liked a muscular woman and they thought they were ideal.
Yeah, most men don't want that muscular woman. She's not feminine enough. And femininity is definitely something that gets a guy. And having a little extra, a little something, that's also very feminine. Dating back to, those beautiful pictures in the 17 and 1800s.
Ah, the Zoftic women.
Yes, exactly.
Love a Zoftic woman.
Exactly. And that's what was always the greatest turn on. If you were thin, you were for the dogs, because only a dog wants a bone.
That's right.
Exactly.
But what I found interesting was,
Tell me.
With the straight women, there were only two body types. It was either the dad bod, or the muscular bod.
Well, I thought it was average or muscular, because average doesn't necessarily mean dad.
The women had the same choices as the men, but of the women, it was either the average body or the muscular body.
Right, that's what.
They're no thin, no.
No, I understand
fluffy,
what you're saying,
no
but
nothing.
you're calling the average body the dad bod, and that's not necessarily true, because honestly, there's a difference there. There are some men that are just average and have an average, nice physique. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're a dad bob or that they're even a dad. They might not even be a dad. They just have an average physique, which is very nice. And it's just not very muscular.
Yeah. Well, what I found with myself, I hit the gym very, very often, and my arms are somewhat muscular. And in the summer, I'm wearing, a lot of sleeveless, short sleeves, tighter things. In fact, somebody made a really funny comment about one of my shirts. They called it a leotard. I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
That was very, very funny.
Yes, that was very funny.
And women and guys would squeeze my arms. Now, this winter, we put on what's called winter weight, or, you're out of season. Let's face it, at the gym, we work out a lot harder in the summertime because we are showing ourselves off.
Sure, exactly.
I'm a little bit vain, I have to tell you that, but
really?
I think you all know that.
I'm sure they do.
Well,
They've been
now,
listening.
So, I'm very used to having people squeeze my arms and, whatnot. Well, now that it's cold, I actually have just a little bit of a belly, just a little one. And I'm finding women squeezing my belly and grabbing my belly as opposed to my arms. So it's kind of a toss-up. What do they like? Do they like the more muscular Anthony Vincent, or do they like the more fluffy Anthony Vincent? You decide. Send us an email.
Yeah,
At
why
least
don't
we'll give you something
email me at trendradio920@gmail.com.
And if you want to squeeze my arms or my belly, it's okay.
And just say fluffy
Or stuffy.
or muscular. And based on that alone, we'll decide the gift certificate that I send to you. How about that?
All righty. Well, getting back to, we got a little off track over here.
Oh, no, we didn't. You did. You had to talk about yourself again.
I can't help it. The women, there were only two types of bods that the women liked. But the men, they spread it out between curvy, average,
But curvy
thin.
one.
Well, curvy one, of course. Even when we did the Barbie special with the new Barbies.
The curvy Barbie one.
Yeah, I love that curvy Barbie.
Guys like curves.
We like the curves.
Guys like real women.
That's right.
Guys like something to hold on to.
That's right.
Yes. So fortunately for me, I'll never be that thin. It just won't happen. I've tried. I'm going to just keep my curves, though.
Okay, you do that.
There's nothing I can do about it.
The problem is, you get any more curvy, I'm not going to be able to sit next to you and reach the microphone.
Well, actually, I don't think that it has anything to do with me. I think it has everything to do with your fluffy stomach.
Touche.
Thank you.
Now, getting back to seriousness. As
Yeah,
for
Fluffy?
which... Is that going to be my new nickname?
It just might be.
As for which female body part got straight men going the most among guys who preferred average and curvy women.
I think I know.
Okay.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. Do you think that's what it is?
Interestingly enough, it was the chest
Really?
that men preferred on curvy to average women.
Really?
Yes. Now, the butt. Oh, wait a minute. You are right.
Usually I am.
The butt beat out the chest
Yes.
by half a percentage point.
I'm usually right. You've always told me that.
Yeah, you usually are. Yes, you usually are.
Yeah. I
That's
know
right.
I know guys love boobs, but let me just say that when they have a badonkey-donk to choose from, if there's a badonkey-donk, they go for that first, and boobs are second. All the time. Every guy I know.
You're right.
I know.
You're absolutely right.
I know. Thank you.
Now, straight women, no matter what body type they sought out, whether it was, average or bod or thick or thin, women reported that they liked the arms the best out of a man's body parts.
Wow, you know what? That's true. For me also. Yeah, it's about the arms. And if you turn the guy around and they have that V thing going on in the back, their back, oh my God, that is, I think, one of the hottest things.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that or not. Do I have that?
Yes, Fluffy, you have that.
All right, I knew I did. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it good. You got the V going on for Vincent. You got it. Victory.
One of my customers, little old lady who loved me, she would say to me every time she came in, Anthony, you got that upside down pyramid going on. You got that upside down pyramid.
Yeah.
And I would just say, thank you, Kay. But, no matter what people think about how you look, while it's nice to grab attention, and we all know I'm an attention hog, you should really love and take care of your body regardless.
Absolutely.
Regardless of age, sex, or type. Eat well. Keep hydrated.
Oh, yeah. Water. We
Yeah.
always say it.
Get 7 to 8 hours sleep.
I was going to say, gets plenty of sleep. You
That's
need
right.
to sleep.
And always look your best by visiting us at Anthony Vincent Salon
Yes.
each and every month for
Now-
your hair, nails, or your skin.
And all you have to do is email me right now, and I will give you a $50 gift certificate so that when you come in, you will be glad you did.
Yes, you will.
Uh-huh.
So, no matter what your body part is your favorite, do you know that there's an article I was reading about what your go-to sexy bra says about who you attract?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, right. And
Yeah, ladies have different bras for different things.
do tell.
Well, there's the bra that you wear to work. There's the bra that you wear when you know that you're going out after work. There's the bra that you wear on the weekends. There's the bra that you wear on Saturday night. And there's the
Is
bra...
that the same bra you wake up with on Sunday morning?
You don't wake up with a bra on Sunday morning. Your bra says a lot
answer.
about you.
Good answer.
Your bra says a lot about you. It depends, first of all, on what you're wearing, because you don't really want certain bras show through. If you have just a lightweight knit sweater on, the bra, if it's got lace on it or gems or sequins or anything like that, beads, it's going to show through. So you're typically not going to really wear that. But you do want to wear a nice little push-up bra that has that t-shirt material so that it just doesn't show through, but it gives you a really nice shape. The sequin bra You want to wear that with something low cut so that when you're taking off whatever it is that's low cut, you have a beautiful bra underneath. That's a turn on. That says to your guy, look what I'm wearing for you. You know, it's stuff like that.
Wow. You know, and anybody who has ever worn their laciest, most padded bra under a plain little sweater, they know the secret power and boost of confidence that a great bra will give you, right?
Well, here's the thing. When you're wearing your push-up bra that has, you know, that sexy little design on it that nobody else can see but you, yeah, it's like Wonder Woman.
That's right.
What's underneath Wonder Woman's outfit? I think we know. I think we know what's under Wonder Woman's outfit. Yeah. It's sexy. I like the sexy panties too.
Yeah.
You know you're wearing the sexiest panties. You know what they're doing. You know how they feel. Nobody else can see them.
That's right.
Nobody else knows what they're doing.
Especially when like somebody you like is near you, and you know the qualities of your favorite underwear, they really help you exude and attract the kind of people that.
See, what happens is you get a certain kind of feeling, okay, from what you're wearing underneath, because only you know. It's your little secret. So it goes to your brain and the oxytocin starts to roll and your pheromones start to come out. And then you have this sly little sexuality that's coming out. So when you say hello to that guy that you're looking at, you know, and you smile, your pretty little smile, he doesn't know what's making you tick right then and there. Only you do. And your sexiness is coming out from within. He doesn't know, but it's turning him on. He doesn't know why you're reacting that way. It's because you're wearing the cutest little panties and a fabulous bra. He doesn't know it, but you do.
Well, this little article that I read was going over like what type of people you attract with the type of bra you wear.
Okay.
And the first one was called a bralette.
Okay.
Now, they're lacy, they're colorful, and they're the closest thing you're going to get to the feeling of a mystical lingerie fairy. So, and there's just something so sweet and easygoing about them. And that indicates that your personality attracts someone who, like you, is often in a good mood and treats you with the kindness and care you deserve. And I'm thinking, Elise, you don't own any bralettes, do you?
I'm thinking you wouldn't know.
Yeah, because I don't think those cannonballs would fit in a bralette anyway.
Actually, the picture that you have right there, I have that.
Yeah, you do?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that you just don't know because you don't need to look.
Oh. Well, you mentioned the push-up bra. Now, push-up, you're wearing a push-up bra. You're the type of person that will give yourself every advantage you can. And you draw people who are ambitious, bold, and who aren't shy about pursuing what they want.
I see, yeah. Well, push-up bra definitely says something about your personality.
What's a strappy bra?
A strappy bra is just what it is. It's a bra that has a lot of straps.
Okay.
You know, there are little straps that come above the cup sometimes, or it might have, you know, two straps on your shoulders, or it might have straps in the back that crisscross. There are a couple of different ways that you can wear them. Very, very cute, by the way.
Well, those flashy bras immediately give your look a little bit more of an edge.
Well, you know what's good about them is that the straps can show through your outfit. You can wear a low-cut shirt, like just a t-shirt, a low-cut t-shirt, and the straps are coming through the top
like
of
a
your
key
t-shirt.
fashion accessory.
And yeah, exactly. Very, very cute.
Alrighty. So it says your style reflects a playful, confident attitude, reeling in people who have the energy and adventurousness to keep you interested in the long term.
Absolutely.
Now,
I love the little sheer lacy ones, though. They're so pretty.
They are pretty.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're very, very sexy. They actually have a lot of sex appeal. It's for something that, You know, you can be wearing the sheer little panty and the sheer little matching bra underneath your power suit, and then you break for lunch and have a little tabletop sex.
Alrighty, there you go. When it comes to sex, you pull out all the stops. You're open about your sexuality and your fantasies, and you attract people who value quality sex as much as you do.
See that? I think I know my bras.
Now, here's something that I really like. It's called the bustier bra.
Oh my God. Hot as hell.
Yeah, I think so too. And, you know,
Well, it's sexy as hell, but it also can be hot as hell. You know, because they go a little bit lower than just the bra. They also go into your waistline.
So what you do is you embody a classic Hollywood brand of sexy.
Absolutely.
You keep your outfit sleek and simple.
The roaring 20s, the 30s, the 40s, true Hollywood glamour.
That's right. You vamp it up wearing a little secret velvet bustier and maybe a little swipe of red lipstick.
Oh, a big swipe of red lipstick, because you don't want to wear a little swipe. That would mean your lips are thin. You want to have thick, full lips with that red lipstick. Trust me there.
This bustier bra, like you, doesn't technically reveal much, but it's still oozing with sexiness and mystique.
Mystery is always the best.
That's right. The right person will break through your initial, more reserved exterior because they know getting to know the real you is such a treat.
Yes, it is.
And then the bodysuit.
Yeah, the bodysuit. Kind of makes it hard to go to the bathroom, though.
Well, this is not something you wear every day.
No.
But when it comes to wanting to make an impression, you pick something that is drenched in details and sure not to look like anything else that anyone else in the room is wearing.
Yeah. Not my favorite thing.
Well, your individuality and statement that you make with your clothes are key. So you are an absolute vision to artistic souls who share your quest for constant beauty.
I do have, I do know a few girls who do wear them, but again, definitely not my favorite thing, because it is like, who has that much time to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
My favorite bra is just my comfy everyday bra.
That everyday standard little bra?
It's what's so great about it is that you're comfortable, you don't feel it. It's like a t-shirt, a good old t-shirt, and, you know, keeps the girls looking perky, but it's comfortable. Not a whole bunch of straps, just easy.
Well, you know, you're the kind of person who really doesn't overthink anything too much. You know, feeling sexy to you is just like feeling yourself. So your everyday bra does the trick. You know.
Well, there are some days that I want to, you know, amp it up a little bit, depending on where I'm going and who I'm seeing. But the reality is that for the most part, you know, I just, you know, sexy comes from within. It's between the ears. So, you know, for me, and that's where the confidence comes in as well. I don't necessarily need anything more than what's in my head to make me feel good and comfortable and sexy. But I'm not everybody. Everybody is different.
That's right. You're actually charming no matter what kind of bra you have on.
Well, thank you.
Know. What about the granny panties? You wear granny panties?
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Granny panties are definitely a must. Yeah, I know you're wearing them too.
Well, my favorite, the sports bra.
No, it's really not your favorite.
You know, here we go.
I know it's not your favorite. You know how I know?
How do you know? Because
the sports bra, mostly the ladies that wear the sports bras are the ladies that really don't have boobs. So I know that's really not your favorite.
Well,
they're mostly flat-chested when they're in the sports bra.
If you're living an active lifestyle, you're squeezing in the gym time whenever you can, your man will find a sports bra on your sweaty little body the sexiest on you because it reinforces what they already love about you. You're endlessly hardworking, ambitious, and display a strength that they can't help but find completely inspiring.
You know what's really nice on the weekends? No bra.
This is you, Elise.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is. I know, because I see you here at the station.
Nope.
You just let those puppies sit right up on this soundboard, and that's why the listeners sometimes hear like a little muffled voices, or they get some feedback.
I think the feedback comes from your fluffy stomach.
No,
and the fact that you're not wearing a bra.
When you
and
move,
you need one,
and you twist around, those bongos move those slide controls right to one side or the other, and
it's amazing where he comes up with this stuff out.
You know, it's okay, Elise. It's okay.
Not true.
Because
they know that. The listeners know what I look like. They know that I don't have badoinky doink bomb. Like,
listen, when you come in here, you're in that big sweatsuit that probably 3 people could fit in.
I don't even own a sweatsuit.
We can see from across the room you don't have anything under that big thing, and you just grab those things and plop them right up on the soundboard. It's constantly. And if you move too fast, with the microphone. But it doesn't matter because you can get away with it, Elise. You know, you can get away with it.
But so can you get away with it?
You're going
That's
braless.
What I wonder. Can you get away with it?
Your mood is lifted by 1,000%.
You earned that.
That's
you know
right.
It just happened.
You get home.
Yes. He just knocked the water all over him.
Your boobs knocked the water all over this soundboard.
It's not on my side.
I hope we're not going to get any static here.
It's not on my side. Go. There's a paper towel right there.
So. Well, anyway, see, I told you. Just relax a little bit, hon. You know, you're 100% all the time. You know, and people know 2 things about you. If they can't handle you and your bralessness, they don't deserve you. So, you know, sexy bras are meant to play up how great boobs are anyway. So, for you, no bra, no problem. Not a big deal. None of that was inappropriate, was it?
No. Are you okay there? Do you need more paper towels or?
Al, I think we might need one of them super absorbent always pads or something like that.
he spilled a lot of water. Yeah, we're drowning back here.
Oh, alrighty. Wow. All right, Elise. So
what do you want from me now?
Have you heard about this? There's a certain type of birth control that that you could use and want to have more sex on it.
Wait, rephrase this for me. What do you mean? There's
Okay.
birth control out there that you can have more sex when you're taking it.
No, there's a birth control out there that the type of birth control it is makes you want to have more sex.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh, I knew I heard it somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know.
There's
it does something with the hormones.
That's exactly right.
I know.
Of course you do. You know everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. There's a new study out there that shows a surprising connection between your birth control and how often you want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. It does that specifically because you're not going to be having a baby on the birth control. Mm-hmm. So just why not have a lot of sex?
That's right. You know, and it turns out...
Because I have to tell you something. A lot of the birth controls out there make it so that you don't actually want to have sex. This one does something with the hormones. It's like a reverse reaction.
That's right. And I'm going to explain that to you.
Oh, okay. I already know about it.
I know you know
okay.
everything.
If you want our listeners to know.
Well, alrighty. If it turns out that you've ever noticed an unexplained spike in your sex drive, it's your sex drive.
It's your birth control or it's your sex drive?
The spike in your sex drive.
The spike in your specs.
That's right.
Okay.
It's the contraception method really could have something to do with it. Now, and of course, it's combined. It's the type of birth control you used combined with how invested you are in your relationship.
Well, absolutely. That's always
right.
That's always what it is. If you have the investment in the person.
That's right. That's what's influencing how often you're having sex. According to this new study just published in Evolution and Human Behavior. What happened is researchers in Norway asked about 300 straight female college students,
Okay.
all of who were on hormonal contraception and in relationships, how many times they were having sex and how invested they were in the relationship and the kinds of birth control they used.
Right. So what did they do?
Okay. Across the board, they found that women who were in committed relationships to their partners
They wanted more sex.
were having more vaginal intercourse with them.
Okay.
They also found that women who were committed to their partners and were on birth control with lots and lots of progesterone and lower estrogen
Yes.
tended to have more sex than the women who were committed with their partners and weren't on a high progesterone birth control.
Isn't that so interesting? That is very interesting because the hormones really make a difference. I mean, you know the hormone
Oh,
situation.
that's right. I know how to make a hormone. I've known for many years.
I know, but you just don't pay her. That's the reason. But that's another story. As far as anything else goes, with hormones, I mean, if they're too high, too low, too this, too that, it can affect everything. They need a perfect balance.
That's right.
And so with this, I guess that's wonderful that they found something that can do this.
On the other hand, the women who used birth control with more high estrogen were most sexually active when they were not in committed relationships or committed to their partner.
That's interesting too.
So the high progesterone made you more sexually active with your partner.
But because there's a very big difference between progesterone and estrogen. There really is.
I don't know the difference.
Two different hormones, and they affect your emotions differently. So when you're in a committed relationship and you're invested in that relationship, you're more emotional. So you are more you need to be with your partner. When you have the estrogen,
the high estrogen,
and you're not in a committed relationship, you know that wild side comes out a little bit.
you're just a little more horny.
And basically, yeah. And so you're just looking for satisfaction.
That's right.
And so that's where those two go.
You're right. The women who aren't super committed to their partners, they may be less likely to have sex just for the purpose of bonding. And their urge to have sex might be especially strong, especially when their bodies are sending signals that it's time to conceive. Because there are certain
Well,
times-
yeah. So, but I know there are definitely, it depends on your cycle. But that's the reason why the two different hormones mean so much.
That's right. Now, that doesn't mean that you should base your choice of birth control on your level of commitment to your partner, does it?
Of course not.
No,
you should base your choice of birth control based on how, what the best one is going to be for your health and for your needs, your personal needs, not whether they're sexual needs.
That's more of a trial and error, though, I would think.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you have to try that. See, not every birth control works with every woman because chemically they don't all work together. And that's the thing. You have different levels. If you are already high estrogen, you don't want to take something that's going to give you more. So you need a balance. If you are already high progesterone, you don't want to take something that's going to give you more. So you have to know. They know that. Your doctor knows that based on your blood work.
Okay.
So they'll give you the right birth control based on what your levels of hormones are and which hormones, outweigh the other.
I see. Well, that's very, very interesting.
Years and years and years of going to the gynecologist.
I don't go to the gynecologist very often.
You don't go anymore?
No.
That's good. Yeah, you shouldn't.
So then that's very interesting. So if you're on a high estrogen, which makes you a little more likely to be a little more sexually active, you may wind up getting pregnant.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, because
The only
birth
thing
control
is
not 100%, is it?
birth control is not 100%. The only thing is that, that's the reason why they always say, if you really don't want to get pregnant, no matter who you're with, always use a condom also with your birth control.
And last week, we told you how to use a condom properly.
Yeah.
And if you're not sure, just go right on back. Go to 920thejersey.com. Click on demand. Go to our local show, Trend Radio. Listen to last week's show.
Absolutely.
And we will teach you the proper way to put on a condom.
Or if you really need any extra help, just reach out to us at trendradio920@gmail.com.
Yes, and Elise will give you a personal instruction, guys, on how to do it.
Actually, what I was going to do was I was going to send you a gift, send your information. I'll send you a gift certificate to Anthony Vincent Salon and you, for $50. So you can use that toward any service. And then also just, tap Anthony on the shoulder. He works at the front station. Just tell him why you're there and he'll help you out.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and Trend Radio continues right after this on 920 The Jersey.
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
I'm so glad we don't live in Oklahoma.
Why is that?
Well, keeping my own views to myself.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
You're shocking me now. Oh, my God.
Oklahoma might require some pro-life signs to be hung in public restrooms and to reduce the abortion rate. And that's really seems to be a hot topic right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This bill was requested by an anti-abortion group in Oklahoma. And the anti-abortion groups are really, they're
Notice how we always get into politics somehow, some way with you.
Well, these anti-abortion or these pro-life groups were not invited to that the Women's March in Washington a few weeks or a few months ago. Every woman was invited to be empowered, except if you were pro-life. You weren't.
I don't think that it was an invitation kind of thing. I think you just kind of went if you wanted to go.
The pro-life.
It's a free country. Anybody can go anywhere.
Well, they were not welcome, and they said the pro-life group was not permitted in their march. So, that's all I'm saying.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's all you're saying?
You didn't know that, did you?
I actually didn't.
Well,
I have to be very honest with you. I thought that when there's a group of women marching, if it's a women's march, I would have thought that every woman was welcome.
And that's what I thought too.
Because I think that no matter what, everybody's opinion is important. It's not just one opinion or the other opinion, one side or the other. Well,
it appears as though if you're a feminist, all women are welcome as long as you agree with the feminists. If you don't agree, you're not welcome.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that everybody should be involved, but that's not what we're talking.
I agree with you.
We're not a political show, and so we don't have to discuss politics. So
sometimes I can't help myself.
I know that.
So, Oklahoma plans to force hospitals, nursing homes, restaurants, and public schools to post signs inside their restrooms directing pregnant women where to receive services as part of an effort to reduce abortions in the state. Now, I like the idea of letting people know about the options because, just like you, who is a very well-read woman, didn't know some of these things.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know they weren't welcome. And the thing is that I definitely agree that there should always be an option and a choice. You can go in, but you're going into a bathroom in a restaurant. And you know what? It's the owner of the facility's choice to post whatever the owner wants to post.
Not in Oklahoma. The State Board of Health is...
They're not letting them post what they want to post, or they're telling them to post?
They can post whatever they want, but the state of Oklahoma plans to enforce a law that that any public place
has that information.
Has this information that if you don't want an abortion, where you can go for adoption. Evidently, Oklahoma has a really high abortion.
Really?
Yeah, in the state.
Wow.
And the state Board of Health is considering regulations for the signs. So businesses and other organizations, and this is the problem, that they're going to have to pay over $2 million to put up these signs because the legislature didn't approve any money for them. So what I'm saying is, I agree. Let people know there are options to abortion.
Absolutely.
But if you're going to force us to put the signs up, then give us the signs to put up.
Wow.
Well,
are they saying that it has to be a specific sign? Or, it has to say...
A specific sign.
Okay, it has to say something specific.
That's
but
right.
Can they do their own sign? What if they choose to handwrite it on a piece of paper? Is that proper signage, or because that doesn't cost anything?
That's true, but no, that is not
so
proper
it has
signage.
It has to be what they're saying. It's a required sign. Well, you know what?
We have that in our business, and you may remember too.
No,
the
but
state gives us. They give us
the state
signs,
gives it, and that's a
we
different
have
story.
To post it.
That's a different story. Then you have to put it up.
Right.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying is if the state came in and said you have to post this sign, it has to be this size, it has to be on this material, it has to be saying this, and you have to pay for it. That's a different story than, well, this is what it needs to say. It can be, any range of size. It could be written like this or printed like this. And, you still have to pay for it, but you have an option of how you can do it. There are two different stories.
They're two different things.
So that's what I was saying.
That's right. Now, the provision for these signs was really cleverly tucked into a law that legislature passed that requires the state to develop material for the purpose of achieving an abortion-free society.
Wow.
And these signs must be posted by January 2018. Now, so what we just talked about, no, you can't just put a sign up there. They are requiring these specific
So how
material.
much is each sign?
Well, it's estimated
And
over $2 million.
they don't go into men's rooms, right? They're just in the ladies' rooms.
It didn't say. It said hospitals, nursing homes, restaurant, and public schools must post the sign inside public restrooms.
Restrooms.
So that's male,
So
female,
it goes in a men's room too? A men's room too?
According to this, that's what it sounds like to me.
Now that's just silliness.
No, because...
No,
wait
I
a minute.
understand.
Oh, that unborn child is not only hers, it's his too.
I understand that.
He should have a say in it.
He should,
and
but
he does not get...
You know that that's not the case a lot of times. I understand it takes two. I understand that. But you also know that whatever is, the baby is growing inside the woman, and the woman will make if he wants her to end the pregnancy and she doesn't want to, she's not going to.
Well, she is always the ultimate.
She's not going to abort a baby just because the guy she's with doesn't want to have any kind of repercussions. She's not. Why would she do that? If she wants to have the baby, why would she abort the baby because the guy wants her to?
There are some women that would.
Unfortunately, there are.
Yeah, there are.
They would go with whatever he says.
Right. Their men are so controlling to them that
and
they're
so
whatever
submissive
they say.
that they would just do that. And then there are the situations where he wants the baby and she doesn't.
And I've heard there's even been lawsuits brought up.
Absolutely, because there's a baby, an unborn baby inside a woman that doesn't want a baby, but the man who participated in the event wants the baby. That's a hell of a time, boy.
That's right.
That's a hell of a time.
That's a whole different story, and we could spend our whole hour talking about.
That's a whole nother level.
A whole nother level. A whole nother level. Groups representing the hospitals and the restaurants. They're the groups that are complaining about the new requirements because they are expensive, and they're expensive, and an unfunded mandate from the legislature.
I find that to be very interesting. I do. I find that to be very interesting that they're able to do that without paying for it. But they didn't get the money, so.
Right. So, under the law, the sign would say, there are many public and private agencies willing to be able to help you carry your child to term and assist you and your child after your child is born.
That's a long sign.
It's not done. Whether you choose to keep your child or place him or her for adoption, the state of Oklahoma strongly urges you to contact them if you are pregnant. The signs would also include a link to the Department of Health's website.
All right, so let's just talk about this for just 1 second. That's a very long sign.
Yes, it is.
People are not going to even read that. They're going to look at it, glance at it, see a lot of words, and go to the bathroom because that's why they're there.
That's right.
Okay? When you have to pee, you need to pee. You're not going to just sit there and read a whole long... that's crazy. You know that.
Yeah.
We've put signage up in bathrooms before. It doesn't get a reaction.
My favorite sign is, how does that go? Be a sweetie, wipe the seedy. If you sprinkle, when you tinkle.
Be a sweetie and wipe the seedy. We have
They don't.
We have a situation. We actually had that sign up because we have a situation.
And they flushed it down the toilet.
We have a sprayer. We have a sprayer. Okay? She misses every time.
We had that situation. We didn't have a bright enough light bulb, because I thought, a restroom should, have a little bit of ambiance for such personal...
Yes, we have a pink light. It's very soft and pretty.
Very, very soft.
It's romantic.
But, some of these women don't sit. They kind of stand and spray all over the walls.
Awful.
It's like,
I think they actually stand like men because there's no other way I can think of that they can get the spots that they get. Think about it.
Yes, that's right. Talking about standing like men. Do you know, this had to be a couple of years ago. You just jogged my memory.
Oh, good. I'm glad somebody did.
We did a segment about how to stand when a woman
When a
urinates.
woman pees. Yeah. I say pee, you say urinate. Remember the little, what was it? The little tool thing that you
like
put up
the
to your...
funnel or something.
Yeah, there was a funnel. You put up to yourself and you pee in it and it sprays into the toilet. And the thing is...
Where do you keep that thing in your pocketbook?
That's what I was going to actually say. Took the words out of my mouth. Then after you're done peeing, where do you put that thing? You just rinse it out? That's disgusting. And throw it back in your bag. My gosh.
I had...
But the reality is that, you know what? Maybe we should order them and actually give them as gifts to our sprayer. Here, honey, put this. Use this.
I have a friend that told me, now I was not there. It was two girlfriends that I know that went on a long trip. There was no place to go. So what they did is they went into their suitcase and they got like a sweatshirt and they rolled up the sweatshirt and urinated on the sweatshirt. So
and then hopefully they put the sweatshirt in a bag and threw it away.
I don't know what they did.
Oh,
they did with the sweatshirt.
Okay, I can understand if they wrapped the sweatshirt around themselves and squatted outside. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That I could actually understand more than peeing into the sweatshirt. Because
that's what they did. I don't know if it's a true story. I was just told that.
That's something
I think
else.
they were. I wonder if they had like leather seats. 'Cause
Oh,
that would
please.
like ruin the leather, and if they were cloth seats, I don't know about the cloth seats.
They peed in the car? I'm all confused. They sat in the car on top. I can't. I just can't.
I don't know. Maybe they pulled over on
know
the side of the
what?
road. But if
You
you're
know
if you're
what?
pulled over on the side of the road, why would you need the sweatsuit? Just go into the leaves.
You wrap the sweatshirt around yourself. That I could understand. So that
so nobody sees.
So nobody sees, and you squat in the leaves. Exactly.
You know, I love this show on TV where inventors come and they kind of sell their invention, and what this one guy came up with was for golfers, because you're out on the golf field, so he made this golf club that was a make-a-believe golf club.
A make-a-believe?
A make-a-believe golf club. But it just sat there, and it was hollow, and what you did was
you pee in it.
flipped the top. It looked like, I guess, a driver. You flipped the top.
And you just go pee.
A curtain, a small curtain, unfolded.
Oh, shoot. Are you kidding?
And you I guess you aim your junk into the golf club with the little thing in front of you, and when you're done, you roll up the little towel, put it back in its place, and flip the lid shut
and then your make-a-believe golf club is all back together.
That's right, all back together
Very
again.
funny.
Now, I really thought that was an ingenious.
That is absolutely ingenious.
But that's the guys on the show thought that it was more of a novelty gift, and that he should continue. And he sold $1 million worth
I'm
last year.
sure he did.
$1 million
That is
worth
hilarious.
of these golf clubs last year.
Make a believe.
$29.95.
I love it. That's my funny part. Yeah, make a believe.
You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Do you want more? Go right to our website, 920thejersey.com, click on demand, and scroll directly to us.
And get the lowdown on getting down. Tune into your bad boy inside you.
Or your bad girl.
Listen each week. We always have something sexy to say. Got questions? Email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
And remember, your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card.
But how you make people feel, well, that becomes your trademark.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.